you testified that the most significant finding of the audit is that the hand count of the physical ballots very closely matches the county's official results in the president and U.S. Senate races. That finding is frustrating to many who expected the audit to prove a different election result. I appreciate your honesty in that, so I just wanted to get a few things straight under oath, and please be brief since my time is limited. Mr. Bennett, given your statement, did Cyber Ninja's hand count show that Joe Biden won more votes than Donald Trump in Maricopa County?
Yes. If I heard your question correctly, did the audit show that Mr. Biden got more votes in Maricopa County than
Yes.
Mr. Trump? Yes,
Did yes.
The audit shows that.
Do you have any reason to believe today that Joe Biden did not win the state of Arizona?
Not other than the, question ballots, question envelopes.
I mean, do you think he's the legitimately elected president?
Yes.
So when President Trump says, we won the Arizona forensic audit yesterday at a level that you wouldn't believe, and said of President Biden, he didn't win Arizona, he lost in Arizona based on the forensic audit, that is false, correct? I mean, I'm not asking you to pick a fight with the former president. I just want to make sure that people understand what the record is. That is not a true statement, correct?
I would not characterize it that way. I was asked by the Senate to be the liaison to the Maricopa audit. The Maricopa audit found that the results were very similar to what Maricopa County canvassed in the official results.
So it is anyone, including the former president, who is saying that the audit somehow suggests that Donald Trump won the Arizona election, that would be a wrong and false interpretation of the audit, correct?
I would say that he's probably making that statement based on his opinion of other things in the audit. I can't begin
But
to...
it's not your characterization of the audit.
Correct.
I mean, I don't think we have to have a postmodern version of truth. There is truth and falsehood, and I don't think everyone just gets to make their own interpretation. Let me ask you this. Is it true that Cyber Ninjas found no bamboo fibers or watermarks placed by the Trump campaign on paper ballots, or suspicious folds that show that ballots were fake, or evidence for any of the conspiracy theories about changing the ballots that have been circulating online?
Did they do what about bamboo fibers, Congressman?
That they found no bamboo fibers or watermarks. This is one of the conspiracy theories.
To my knowledge, I never witnessed any evidence that they were specifically looking for bamboo fibers.
I appreciate that. And the report said that there was no evidence that the paper ballots had been tampered with, correct?
I did witness on the floor of the audit that there were some paper ballots that were of concern as to whether they were authentic. So to say that none were, I think would be incorrect.
But none that would materially affect your judgment prior to your earlier testimony that you thought President Biden legitimately got more votes than Donald Trump, correct?
Yeah, would not change that outcome, correct.
So far, Cyber Ninjas has refused to provide any meaningful documents to this committee, and it turned over just 4 documents to the Arizona Senate despite a court order. You know, you seem like someone who believes in the rule of law. Do you agree that Cyber Ninjas should obey court orders and requests from Congress?
Yes.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Bennett, because, you know, we come from different parties, different views, but you seem like you're trying to do a decent job in terms of the elections. And it's all we have in our democracy. And you have people really concerned about whether the democratic system is going to continue in the robust way that we've had for 200 years. Let me ask you just 2 final questions, and you can answer them both. One, do you think that there would ever be grounds for a state legislature to overturn votes if a candidate for president wins the popular vote in that state, or do you think that's going down a very dangerous road? And 2, do you think it's healthy, put aside being a Republican or whether you voted for Trump or Biden, do you think all of this conspiracy theories is healthy for our democracy? I mean, we have a legitimate president, and when half the country is saying that he's not elected president, does that help America stay a great nation in the 21st century?
Let me answer your second question first, Congressman. I do not consider it healthy for the number of references that have occurred, even in this hearing alone, that this was a hyper-partisan audit. The first thing that I did after being asked by the state Senate to be the liaison was to call the state Democrat chairman and ask that a co-liaison be assigned who is a Democrat. I was refused 4 times. I called several prominent Democrats personally, all who either refused or told me after checking with state Democrat leaders that they should not.
Mr. Bennett, I don't want to interrupt.
And so,
I'm not even trying to make a partisan point. I'm not even trying to go at whether the auditor is not. I'm just saying you have some credibility.
The gentleman's time has expired.